Good Tuesday morning, July 30th, Southwest Arkansas. Welcome back to Southwest Arkansas weather. Now let's take a look at your daily outlook for today. We're going to be talking about today's outlook, talking about the heat continuing basically through the next 6 days, and we're going to also talk about the tropics. We're going to take a peek at what's going on down there in the tropics. Even though it's outside of our coverage area, still is something going on down there, and we'll talk about that. Once again, as always, big thanks to Palmer's Roofing, J&S Auto Supply, Terry's Place, Fort Smith Therapy, and Tanner Energy and Nutrition for helping us get this information to you guys. And as always, real quickly, we're going to start off by taking a look at current conditions right after this. Have a good rest of your Tuesday, and thank you guys very much for watching us right here with your source for all things Southwest Arkansas weather. Starting off by taking a look at current conditions for your area across Southwest Arkansas here this morning. As of 9 a.m., most areas already up into the 80s, mid-80s in some of these areas here. D-Queen still sitting at 81 degrees. Arkadelphia, the loner, sitting at 77 degrees. That was last updated about an hour or two ago, so it wouldn't surprise me if they're up into the 80s already as well. Texarkana already up to 86 today. El Dorado currently only sitting at 82. Once again, you know, you got to remember with this summertime type pattern, some areas may be cooler than others, mainly because, or air temperature wise, mainly because of that rain that we seen last week. That may help with soil moisture, kind of keeping some areas air temperature a little cooler, but those heat index values will be a little warmer with that. So that may help us keep from reaching the triple digit mark in just pure air temperature. But feel like temperatures are going to be in play today. We do have heat advisories in effect, and we'll talk about that here in just a moment. But taking a look at satellite, kind of can see we do have just a few clouds, but for the most part, sunny skies ongoing. You do have some cloud cover down here in northeast Texas that may be clipping portions of southwest Arkansas, and then up here may have some clouds up there, but for the most part, sunny skies look likely throughout the day today. That trend's going to continue, and we'll talk all about that here in the upcoming little bit here, but now we're going to take a quick look at the forecasted highs and overnight lows for the rest of your day here today. So, taking a look at today's forecasted highs, pretty much the general, what we're going to see probably throughout most of this week. Highs in the mid-90s, ranging from 94, maybe even to 98 down there in Texarkana. For the most part, though, 95, 96, 94 looks like the general range for your forecasted highs today. Sunny skies look likely as we go throughout the day, maybe a cloud or two, as we mentioned in the current conditions. Taking a look at max heat index values, Texarkana potentially up to 110 degrees, Hot Springs up to 105 potentially, 100 degrees near Mena, but the general range 110 to 105 degrees looks like a general potential idea there for the day today. So hot, humid conditions continue to look likely as we go throughout this time frame. Taking a look at overnight lows. Overnight lows pretty much the same as what we've seen yesterday. Going to be in the mid 70s. Mid to upper 70s look likely there, from 74 to 77 degrees across the area. Just so you know, that summer type pattern is back. Real quickly, we're going to take a quick look at what we could potentially see with the heat advisories that are in effect for today. We'll talk about that here in just a moment, and then after that, we'll take a look at the 6-day forecast. So real quickly, talking about these heat advisories, you do have basically heat advisories out for all of our coverage area here, and these go in effect, for the next little bit here. This is for Tuesday and Wednesday. We also have some more in effect for tomorrow as well, but heat index values will be between 105 and 110 degrees are expected. This goes in effect from 10 a.m. this morning to 8 p.m. this evening, and the heat advisory for Wednesday goes in effect from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Wednesday. Hot temperatures, high humidity may cause some heat illnesses there as well. Once again, just make sure to stay hydrated. Try to get things done in the morning this week if you can, if you have to be outdoors. If you can't, just make sure to stay hydrated, take frequent breaks, stay cool, and just stay cool. Have ways to stay cool, and just check on your pets or anything of that nature if you have anything out there, if you have any outdoors. Just on any neighbors that may not, or elderly neighbors, anything of that nature. Just be on the safe side. A lot of people don't know heat is actually beats out tornadoes, wind, hail, flooding every year. It beats it out, or the 10-year average anyways, it beats it out. But heat is the deadliest weather-related deaths that you have in the U.S. And that is the truth there with that. So once again, remember that heat is here. Make sure to stay hydrated and such there as well. Once again, now we're going to take a look at the 6-day forecast here in just a moment. Taking a look at the 6-day forecast, pretty much, and that's supposed to say 7:30 to the August the 4th, not 7:29 to August the 3rd. I forgot to change that. But real quickly here, not much going on this week. Pretty much sunny skies, dry conditions. Hot to humid conditions look likely there, with highs pretty much in the mid-90s. May reach the upper 90s near Friday, with overnight lows pretty much in the mid-70s there as well. Sunny skies, pretty much almost a copy and paste forecast for each day so far. I do want to say we are watching maybe for some small rain chance potential as we head closer to the end of this week, but it's low. We're going to continue to monitor that and keep you updated, but for the most part, hot, sunny, dry conditions look to be in store for the rest of this week and as we head into August. And we'll continue to watch that and keep you updated. Now, real quickly, we are going to talk about what's going on in the tropics and what we could potentially see with that. We'll continue to keep you updated with the newest on that and more. But now we're going to take a quick look at that here in just a moment. So taking a quick look here at what's going on in the tropics, or a quick little update for your day-to-day here, you can see, still watching this area, there's a medium chance of 60% chance of some development in the next 7 days. Real quickly, before we take a look at what we did yesterday with the model guidance and everything of that nature, I do want to just briefly go over a few different scenarios here. So depending on where this develops at, if it goes in this direction off here, more than likely what you'll see is it may struggle to develop, or if it does develop, it'll be weak. The conditions look a little better currently in this general area. That's one of the different scenarios if it just continues off east, and then we'll have to watch it go into the Gulf. But a lot of the ensemble guidance and data, and we'll talk about this here in just a minute, and we'll show you that, is showing it curving north. And let's just say, if it develops a little later, it'll curve more towards the north at a later time and get closer to the U.S., or it could develop quickly and make a bigger turn and go, stay away from the U.S. Right now, that's kind of the general idea. There's still a lot. I want to say that there's still a lot that will have to be determined, with this. Specific impacts for the U.S., we just don't know yet. But Florida, definitely keep an eye on this. If you plan on going to the coast or have any family along any of the, U.S. coast, just remember to keep an eye on the tropics, just because we're in that time of year. And, we're going to have to watch this area closely, and we're going to continue to watch that here over the next 7 days. But if this does turn into a name system, the next name on the list is Debbie for the Atlantic hurricane season. Yeah, we are already into the D names here at this time, and we'll continue to monitor that closely and continue to keep you updated on this. Real quickly, we're going to go over some ensemble data, and we'll talk about that more here in just a quick minute. So now let's take a look at what the ensembles are showing, and basically what an ensemble is once again, this isn't the only tool we use, but one of the many tools we use to forecast long range in terms of that and such. But what this does is basically it takes multiple runs and changes the difference, just changes a little something in the data to just see to get you different ideas or different potentials of what could potentially occur with this. Right now, let's show you what this is showing. Once again, when you see all these little L's here, this is basically each different little plot or each different little run that they have in this. Once again, don't take this as exactly this is what's going to occur. There will be changes as we get closer. We'll get a better idea, but this is just one of the many tools that we use. Once again, make sure to follow the National Hurricane Center and all of that. There's still so much that can change. I want to stress that. It's super early. and we'll continue to watch that. The National Hurricane Center are the best in the business when it comes to hurricanes, and just make sure to be following them, your local meteorologist and such of that nature. Make sure you have multiple sources for weather. You're gonna always hear me say that whenever we're live stream, whatever, you're gonna always hear me say that multiple times. But taking a look at this shows you kind of what could potentially go on in the future here with this. Kind of could start to potentially see something going on down there, but as we head further into this time frame, you can kind of see more of these plots start to pop up as, hey, that there could be potentially something developing here. And this continues that trend, and you'll see here some start to turn a little more north earlier, and some still continue to go a little further south if this can develop. But you see the general idea is it starts to turn or make a curve towards the north. And of course you have a few outliers that want to take it into the Gulf, but the general idea is that if you look at this basically shows you that most of the different runs that they have gone through and such there show this curving north. Basically, you take where all these show up at and go, okay, hey, that could be a general idea of where this may potentially lead to. Once again, it's a tool, not the only thing. I want to stress that. When we show you this stuff, just remember, it's one of the tools and pieces to building the puzzle of forecasting. It's not exactly the only thing, but it gives us that general idea. Right now, you're in that general idea time where you're still far into the future, and basically you just want to get the general idea of what we could potentially see. And then as you start to get closer, you start to get more of the finer details with that. And as you can see here, that shows pretty much the general idea is this is going to curve and go north. Now exactly what happens after that, there's still some in that wide range of if it curves a little if it turns a little closer to the north whenever it gets closer to the U.S., or if it slowly curves to the north, that'd be a little closer to the U.S., or it could turn quickly and stay mainly in the Atlantic Ocean. But we'll watch that closely. So much still is going to be details that can be that are going to be detailed and fine-tuned as we get closer. There is some that want to show it going into the Gulf, but right now the general idea is it's going to curve to the north. Now we're still going to watch that area in the Gulf just in case as well. But National Hurricane Center, when they feel the need, they'll continue to post updates and such there as well, and they have been doing that. But you can see the general idea is it curves north around the Atlantic there, and may get close to the eastern U.S., but still super early. That's just the general idea, and we've been continuing to see that with this ensemble here as well, and we'll continue to watch that. I know this is outside of our coverage area, but we do have a lot of people that have family just along the coast, or you may be planning to go to the coast. It's hurricane season. Keep an eye on that. Remember those chances, and we're going to continue to watch that as well. Once again, stay weather aware, have multiple ways to receive warnings just any time of year. The heat is here for us here in Southwest Arkansas, and it looks to stick around. Summer is here for a bit, and once again, we'll continue to keep you updated. Make sure you follow us on Facebook and subscribe here on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram as well. You can find those links in the description below, and we post often over there on Facebook, Instagram, and such there as well. This is where we do our video vlogs. If you're new here, video vlogs, live streams, and such. We do a lot of posts over on Facebook and Instagram for Southwest Arkansas. And as always, thank you guys very much for trusting us right here with your source for all things Southwest Arkansas weather. Have a good rest of your Tuesday. Thank you guys very much. And as always, have a good rest of your day.